I would like for us to start doing a segment where we present either a Miami thing or a Florida thing to Charlotte, to Lucy, or to Jessica, although Jessica is now discovering more and more Florida things that are no longer new to her. But I want to have a segment where we are introducing Miami things or Florida things to Charlotte and to Lucy. Do you want to explain, Jessica, to either Charlotte or Lucy what Yeehaw Junction is? Like what Jessica was scared. This was you discovering Yeehaw Junction?
It's hell.
Scary.
Yeah.
It's so scary. Yeehaw Junction is where you end up if you forget to get off the turnpike when you're going north up to Florida.
It's a swampy area. People don't understand that we're all built on marshland out here. And once upon a time, you couldn't go out certain parts out west out here. There wasn't development, but Yeehaw Junction felt to you underdeveloped, correct?
It was just like, I was like, where am I right now? We were on the turnpike going north, and we were supposed to get off at Fort Pierce, I think, where like the turnpike and 95 intersect. Missed the exit, ended up like way going out west. We're heading towards Orlando now. We don't want to go towards Orlando. We're scared. We can't get off for another 80 miles. The next exit, Yeehaw Junction. We get off at Yeehaw Junction. Why is it called Yeehaw Junction? I Googled it. There's a Wikipedia page. I don't remember the answer, but I read all about it. And there's a gas station there, and then you just have to go west, and there's just like horses and just an empty country road all the way back to 95. We were in the middle of nowhere.
I've lived here my entire life, and I've never been to Yeehaw Junction. To me, it's something you pass on your way to Orlando.
Is Yeehaw Junction a town? I have like an old-timey village in my head of
Village?
where you can go and there are reenactments of like, here's what it was like.
There.
An old west kind of trading post.
Saloon doors.
Or someplace like a video game called Yeehaw Junction, and you build your own Western saloon.
Dun, 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 dun.
But it's a town?
Yep.
I don't really know. It's like an interchange off of the turnpike, and it's just like literally in the middle of nowhere. Like South Florida is so weird. So when you're in Miami, you're in Miami, and then as soon as you cross into Broward, you're in Florida. Like it's like real, like the street signs look different. Like everything just feels different. And then you're in, South Florida for another 60, 70 miles, and then
you get to Boca, you're like, what's going on
here? Yes, and then you're just
everything
moving
changes
along the coast. It's just everything changes. It's weird, and then there's like this section of Florida where you're just like this is not what you picture when you think of Florida. Like there's no beach. You're in the middle of the state. There's just flat swamp and nothing for miles.
Well, you described it. For those who did not hear it, you said there's a gas station and then just marsh. You mentioned the gas station, and I'd have to think, can you get me a population or any information on Yeehaw Junction? Because I do not think of it as a town. I think of it as a junction. I think of it as something that
it has a zip code,
It is,
man.
I want to know how many people live in this area, because it doesn't feel as you're traveling through it like there's a lot of life there.
Here's a thought. Top 5 junctions that you've been to.
Apache Junction.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm seeing as of 2020.
Can't think of another junction at the moment.
240 people.
As of 2020, 244 people.
Small town, Dana.
And that's the line at the bathroom at the gas station. It's tiny. It's this weird, and it's just this big interchange, and there's trucks everywhere and swamp all around you. It's very strange.
It's not a town. It's technically a census-designated place, or a CDP.
When you look it up, the second question it asks is, what was the experiment at Yeehaw Junction?
Oh, boy.
Apparently,
We're looking at it now.
biological warfare.
Wait a minute. We're not looking at the experiment. We're looking at a famous landmark, or the landmark in Yeehaw Junction.
The only landmark.
That's the motel.
That's not a landmark. That's
it.
That's Yeehaw Junction.
Are you buying if that food's good?
It's good. It
Really?
says it on the sign.
I know.
It says good food bar.
They would never false advertise
Catchy
there.
name.
Can you please? It's the Desert Inn Motel. It should be marsh. It is not desert. It's just deserted.
It looks like 6 rooms.
This reminds me of a place in Maine, in this town in the middle of the state. Well, sort of close to like an hour from the coast. Store's called Hussey's General Store.
Hussies.
John Hussey.
And the sign, as you drive up, says, "We sell wedding gowns, guns, cold beer, and by golly, if they don't, you can buy all 3 of those things on the same floor." And they have a wedding gown. They have one wedding gown there that is the veil is piped in camo, and there's a camo belt.
Yeah.
And Maine also has like territories. The farther up you go, it'll just be like TR90. So it's sort of I feel like there's some similarities between the remote parts of the country,
and
even if they're
Florida.
separated by many miles.
There it is, hussies.
Can you
Hell yeah.
guys tell me, please, what this experiment,
gas. You
the
get gas right
answer
there.
to the experiment is, please? I'd like
It's
to
an
know.
incredible general store. Also, if you have a chance to go, I highly recommend.
I
it.
love
lot of
a good
groceries.
general store. I do. They have everything. It's
too,
like a
Stu.
one-stop shop, and they have the old school candy. That's what I love most. If you
Yes.
want razzles, go to a general store.
Saltwater taffy.
Pies.
I mean, do you have for me, please, some more information on this junction, Yeehaw Junction, and what is, you said the second question that comes up is what was the experiment that left us with Yeehaw Junction?
I think they conducted an experiment. It said a biological warfare experiment was conducted there that was supposed to determine the effectiveness of some chemical against wheat crops in time of war. This doesn't seem like a place you should probably be going and breathing in the air.
This experiment was part of Project 112 and was labeled DTC Test 6975. Sternrust, referred to as Agent TX, was tested to determine its effectiveness against wheat crop in time of war, as Lucy just said. The tests were conducted over a period of 1 month, from October 31st to December 1st, 1968. Live agent was sprayed by U.S. Air Force McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom fighter jets on 7 occasions.
Video has told me that the landmark that used to be at Yeehaw Junction that we just showed you has now been destroyed.
Oh, that's too bad.
It was destroyed by one of the many trucks that flies through there, not intending to stop at any point in Yeehaw Junction. These are the trucks that come between Miami and Florida, Miami and Orlando, carrying God knows what.
So just to be clear, there's no more good food or bar.
No good food, no motel. Desert Inn is gone. It's
a damn shame.
And that is a giant truck that has gone through the side of the building.
Hussies is still
I was
alive.
gonna say
though.
Hussey's general store is
Yeah.
okay, right?
Okay.
I don't know. Are you sure?
Hussies, they sell gas too, huh? So
Yeah.
it's a gas station where you can get a wedding gown,
Yep.
beer,
And
Yeah.
razzles.
and guns and razzles
Yes.
Yeah.
and saltwater taffy.
And also like fishing supplies and basically anything you
The Yeehaw Junction doesn't have any of this.
right. So this is an elevated situation, I suppose, is what.
Now, Charlotte,
Yes.
do you think if we asked the people at Hussies,
Mm-hmm.
they could tell us, like, have you had any customers come in and said, one of each, please?
You know,
a
that's
cold
a good.
beer,
I actually,
a wedding dress, and a gun.
I
And
wrote
razzles.
about this place when I worked at Boston.com a million years ago, and I went and I was more focused on do people actually buy wedding dresses at all?
What?
Yeah,
There-
because
there.
Oh, there.
there.
Right.
Oh yeah, no.
It doesn't seem like the experiment you want. Even if you're pro guns, it doesn't seem like the experience you want to
Why
be
not?
like, well, because what do you mean, why not?
You go there, you crack open a cold one, they show you the different gowns that they have. This one has camo on the piping. And while you're doing that, you can also take a look at some AR-15s or other.
They don't
sorts of-
sell those.
Oh, no?
It's hunting rifles.
Oh,
It's
okay.
everything
Browning?
you need for a shotgun wedding.
Ah, there you go.
Hey.
You ever mess around and get in trouble? Like, no, don't worry. We got everything here. You
at-
can't have a cold beer, though. Only the groom.
Look at the grin right now on.
You know what a shotgun wedding is?
Look at the grin on Chris Cody's face there. The last time that I saw him look, you're not someone who is just delighted on your face all the time, but you told me the other day that someone had done something in sports that you considered sweet. You looked like a little boy.
He
You
loves
look like
sweets, I mean.
he does like sweets.
Yes.
You looked like a
It
little
made me say, "Aw."
little boy gazing at the television, smiling because something, was it in football that
Yes.
had happened? Something cute happened in the middle of all the carnage.
Sweet.
Yes. Yeah.
Where you were just delighted and you were a little boy, just so pure, delighted by sweetness in sport.
Yes, I saw a player help his teammate with his pad, the shoulder pad thing, and I was like, "Aw," and it got me thinking, where in sports do we go, "Aw"? So I wrote down a few.
Oh, there you go. You got a list.
Oh, wow.
In football, when they take the grass out of someone else's helmet.
A legal pad. Right? You have a legal pad? Because you're the executive producer
Yeah, man,
today.
I didn't want to be looking at my phone, so I wrote it down.
All right.
When they in football, it's the fixing of the shoulder pad or
Yeah.
the taking the grass out of someone's helmet.
Oh.
It's like, oh, you don't see this is here. Let me get this for you.
How about if you help another guy up, like
Okay.
opposing player?
Yeah.
I
Opposing-
love that.
That's
love
soft.
that.
That's not sweet. That's soft.
MJ would never.
In
Exactly.
baseball, when the manager is walking out to do a pitching change and he does the little clap right before he takes the ball. Just a little hey. Hey,
So
good job
cute.
out of you.
Job well done.
Good job, man. Hey, even though it wasn't your day, little clap. That's always cute.
I don't know if I awe that though.
I have
Yeah,
something
same.
better in baseball
Same.
though.
What's that?
Batter steps in the batter's box, gives the catcher a little tap on the knee
Oh,
pad.
yeah.
Hey, good to see you. Hey, how you been? How's the family? Love that.
I don't think many of those are all that sweet, though. I don't.
In golf, when the caddy is like the player's about to hit and there's a little noise. Hey, quiet, please.
That's not sweet at all.
That is
And
sweet.
that's
That
the
is
opposite
not
of
an
sweet.
all
That's a
moment,
warning.
though.
That is
That's
an
sort
all
of
moment.
his
I am
job.
defending my golfer.
no.
Hey,
Isn't that his job?
my golfer needs quiet right now. Hey, quiet, please.
The aw sound that I make is, oh, come on, man. Just golf. Ain't that hard?
Boundary setting is something that you find sweet.
Telling a gallery to be quiet.
I like someone
Oh.
looking out for their guy.
He's jingling keys over there. Stop jingling the keys. He needs to concentrate. Oh, get out of here.
In hockey, whenever they do kind of like a salute to service thing, all the players, they tap on the ice with their stick.
Oh, I do like that.
Goosebumps.
I love the hockey
Yeah.
stick tap.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie.
That's that. Or, when they're on the railing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, on
Really
the
good.
boards.
I'm struggling in basketball to find anything. I think basketball just like the pregame high fives.
Well, isn't
Sometimes
it
I'm
just
like, this is nice.
Isn't all the slapping of fives after free throws, after missing free throws?
Oh, like after the miss, it's
after
like-
making free
Yeah.
throws.
I like when the guy comes from behind the 3-point line, taps the guy in the butt. Doesn't even see it coming.
You know what I like? I like the post-game kind of mingling of everybody.
Where they
everyone
cover their
goes,
mouth?
That is my
Yeah. Or
we're
favorite
like, hey,
part.
man, that's
I
good.
love
That's
when guys on opposing teams hug each other.
Yeah. I saw last night I was at Heat Hornets, and there's a bunch of Hornets after the game. They're hugging each other. And I'm like, I always like to wonder, do you guys know each other at all? Or it's like, I think, who was it? I saw Cody Martin hug Jamal Cain. And I'm like, do you guys know each other? Or is it just...
You think they
Just a
don't?
random
You
hug?
think they don't know each other?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's just like a guy you've seen around, like, what's up, man? All right, good
Respect.
game. Yeah.
For a hug?
Yeah.
I
That's
try,
an all moment.
I try to hug you around here all the time, and
Aw.
you slither away from me.
I don't like it.
Shake hands around here.
Yeah, exactly. Roy gives me a firm handshake. That's what I like.
I try to hug you, and you're just all like physical and symbolic sandpaper.
Ugh.
For more than a couple of weeks now, Jessica has been talking about this lemonade that is killing people. And for some reason, somebody around here today, I don't know whether it was Amin or Lucy, somebody said that this claim by Jessica that has been validated. Someone died because of, is it Panera? Is that the company that is making the lemonade? Someone died, and what has happened since is the dangerous taboo of the liquid death that isn't the water that is liquid death. That is liquid death now makes it more appetizing because it's a dangerous drink. And I don't understand what's happening there. Now there are people around here who want to taste the deadly lemonade.
I'm so happy Lucy's here now, and Charlotte, obviously. But Lucy is reading the same memes as me on the Twitter For You page, and this Panera lemonade has caffeine in it, but does not really advertise that it has caffeine in it. And it has so much caffeine in it that people are drinking it without realizing that it actually may be bad for their health. And so now 2 people have died after drinking the lemonade, and they're suing Panera. And instead of this being like oh my God, this is tragic, this corporation didn't label their drink well, it's just turned into a meme where everyone's like, I want to drink the lemonade that kills you.
This is basically like turned into like the Tide Pods fiasco of a few years ago, where kids were eating Tide Pods because they were like, it's funny, it's a TikTok trend.
And
people are now doing the Panera Lemonade Challenge, where you go drink Panera Lemonade and see if you die.
I was going to say, and some adults.
Well, they
eating
were
the Tide
really
Pods.
tasty.
They were delicious.
Is this the Chris Cody theory of no pub is bad pub, even if
This
your
is not
lemonade,
good.
if
The
your
Zion
lemonade
theory?
This is
kills-
not good. People are dying.
This
Dan.
makes me want to go nowhere near Panera.
Really?
I mean,
Oh,
their lemonade's
man.
killing people.
Wait, I love Panera. I still want to go there, but I don't want to try the lemonade. I mean,
don't?
why would you guys want to try something that might kill you?
I just have a lot of questions here. First of all, why is there caffeine in lemonade? Second of all, why is there so much caffeine in lemonade that people are dying? What?
And what has happened to us mentally that we're like, this is the funniest? Like, people are like having a ball. And I feel so terrible for these 2 families because, like, if you read the stories of what happened to these people, like, it is genuinely horrifying. If this happened to one of your family members or someone you knew, you would be mortified. Like, it's so tragic. But it is just like everything now that is sad or kind of weird just is like instantly memeified.
I'm going to walk the dangerous line here. Okay.
Oh boy.
You go into Panera, right? Yeah, I'll get a sandwich. You want some chips on this? Oh,
Half
chips,
sandwich soup.
half sandwich, half soup, maybe a bag of
Bread
chips.
bowl, broccoli and cheddar.
I'm a little thirsty. I'm a little parched. What should I have to drink? Well, let's see, you guys. We have sodas. We have iced tea. We've got lemonade. We got our charged lemonade. Give me the charged one. Why are you going for the charged lemonade? They have regular lemonade.
Right.
They have regular lemonade.
That's what I'm talking
You
about. Why
gotta-
choose
you-
the one that's going to kill you?
Well, here's
Stugotz,
why.
you smoke cigarettes.
Good point.
No, he doesn't try that though. He
There's
just
a warning label.
He lives in
just
it.
smokes
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm not trying.
There
to-
should be a
not
warning
sure
label
there's
on
a
this
warning
lemonade.
label.
He is not trying. He is succeeding in
I also
smoking
feel like
cigarettes.
charged
Tried it.
lemonade, you could be like, oh, it's probably like fruit punch.
Or it
Like
has
charged?
vitamins in it.
Yeah,
or something.
You should
charged.
label it, this lemonade could kill you.
Look, let me
This is like the Four Loko without the alcohol is sort of
yes,
what I'm getting.
But like, here's the crazy thing, right? There's a scene in the movie "Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood," where
Wordy.
yes, it's a great title,
Foul.
file as well. They roll up a joint. Well, first guy takes a hit, starts coughing harder. Then he's convulsing. He's frothing at the mouth. He keels over and, like a cockroach with his legs up, dies. And everyone stares at him. And then they look at the weed and say, "Pass that over here." That's the exact vibe I get, which is, this lemonade is so caffeinated, it killed 2 people. Oh, my God. I'm ready for that wild ride. Remember that day I had the Cuban coffee, but I had a cup as opposed to a little thing, and then I started freaking out? That's what I think that lemonade must be like. We should get some right now.
This makes me want some Cuban coffee.
Let's go.
Fuentes, make some Cuban coffee.
And some Panera, too.
I think for legal purposes, we should state that we are not accusing Panera explicitly of contributing to the deaths of these 2 people. However, there appears to be a link, and we are stating that there has been lawsuits filed,
Kicks even to be.
and a meme has been created. Don't sue me, sue Dan.
Jessica Smetana, Esquire.
I am a bit confused. I'm not a huge Panera Bread fan, but
Shocking.
if there were anything that
Salads.
were killing people, I would not be interested in trying my hand at that. When you told me,
Rolling the dice.
I thought it was 1 person. Now you're telling me it's 2. Did those people have previous heart problems? Is it linked to something that is?
Oh, you're saying there might be a different connection point with the two,
Well,
not
but-
just the
well,
lemonade?
Stugotz.
I think you're right.
mean,
No, I think you're
Stu-
onto something.
I don't think that Panera would continue to sell its lemonade if it thought that there was a link between caffeine so charged that it kills people and making a drink more popular because people are talking about it and it's dangerous.
Maybe it's charged because of the murder charge that goes along with it. That's why it's called charge.
All right, hold on
Manslaughter?
just a second
Just wait.
here.
Hold on a
Um,
second.
Hey. You can't.
I like Stu being like, no, I agree with you. It might be like I would watch a detective show where Stu is the main detective. in
True
like
detective.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
No, it can't be
Stru-
true.
Stru
False
detective.
detective.
I would take
Stu
these.
detective.
I would take these 2 people and figure out what else they have in common.
Un-
What else did they
untrue.
do on the same
Untrue
day?
detective.
Untrue. I like that. Thank you.
It can't be
Compliments.
We got there.
I mean, stop it, guys.
cannot
I mean,
be
Workshopped it.
true detective.
You can't spell manslaughter without man's laughter.
So I know for a fact that the first girl who passed away, she did have a undiscovered heart issue. So I don't think it's like everyday people are just. Well, they shouldn't probably be drinking this lemonade because it's like 300.
She didn't know, allegedly, she didn't know I had caffeine in it. And same with the other guy. Like, neither of them were like, oh, I'm purposely drinking 300 milligrams of caffeine right now. So that is why they're suing Panera, because they're like, there should be a warning label, like on cigarettes.
Were they vaccinated?
This is dangerous.
The thing that has surprised me recently that I cannot understand. I was at a restaurant that served mezcal, and I was ordering a drink. And on the menu, I did not have my glasses on, and this is where I discovered the very simple water of liquid death. I discovered it in a can, and I've been told by friends of mine that it tastes differently, especially the flavored ones. But as a concept, I found just sort of confusing, both advertising something as liquid death, then having it be water, and I also don't ever want to drink water out of a can. To me, it doesn't taste the same as it does out of bottles. And so I would think water in a can tastes worse, but I'd be wrong, evidently, because Liquid Death is very popular. And I was wondering, is that marketing that's making it popular, or is it actually taste?
So Liquid Death is very popular because of the marketing strategy. So it was like put together for the idea of being water for punks. It's mainly for the community. No, listen. It's mainly for the community of people who they are sober, but they are going out to bars and they don't want to hold a bottle of water at a bar. If you're holding a can, people aren't going to bother you as much. People aren't going to know you're drinking
Looks
water.
cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all marketing, and it's been unbelievably successful.
But it's also made to look purposefully, I would imagine, as an energy drink as well. One of the popular cans that looks like an energy drink of some sort. But the water itself, when I was drinking it, it did not taste to me like water usually tastes when I drink it out of a bottle. It didn't taste better. I would say it changed. It wasn't even that it tasted worse. I just preferred the other experience of not drinking from something that's aluminum or metallic. I didn't like it. And so I'm asking you, you think it's marketed to both people who don't want to look like they're not drinking liquor and also want to look cool? Because I don't believe anyone looks at anyone drinking a bottle of much of anything and says that person is cooler than I thought they were before they were holding that.
You don't have an Instagram. You don't get Instagram aesthetic. Like Liquid Death is for it's for the look of it. It's a huge popular thing where people wear Liquid Death brand stuff.
Out of touch, Dan Le Batard.
You don't have an aesthetic on Instagram, Dan. I'd like to see you. Let's put together.
I
an
take
Instagram
no
for you.
insult from what it is that you're saying. You're correct. I don't drink my water to look cool on the gram. That is a correct appraisal by you.
Because I'm thirsty.
Lame.
I would like to go back to something though. You say you don't like water out of a can. What about like a can of seltzer? You know where you buy those boxes? Like I love
Like
Polar
Truly?
Seltzer in a can. La Croix.
White
Would you
Claw.
like that in a plastic bottle, though?
We're
Would
saying
you
a
like
lot of
it?
brand names right now,
actually,
folks.
for seltzer, I prefer either the can
Right.
or the big bottle.
No, Dan prefers his drinks with a side of unrecyclable plastic, is what he's saying.
Or a cardboard box.
Evil
she is
Dan
right.
Le
Well,
Batard.
she's got me on that one.
Evil, out of touch, Dan Le Batard.
She has got me on that one. I don't often drink out of bottled water, but
when I do.
But when I do, I kill the environment. I'm Dan Le Batard, moral hypocrite, telling you how to behave while drinking my riches.
You hate the environment. You don't have an aesthetic. You don't have an Instagram. What else can we get him for in this segment, Lucy?
Oh, well, you can get me in trouble by all the
You're
sponsors.
going to get
that
sued
we're
by
naming.
Panera.
Yeah,
This is what Dan's car sounds like.
If Polar Seltzer,
it's a rich person's horn right there.
Yeah, Aruga.
Sure is.
So I'm just wrong. I am wrong. Liquid Death is the future. Liquid Death is cool. No one objects to the idea of something being called Liquid Death as we talk about a lemonade that is actual liquid death.
We think. I mean,
It's all water and seltzer. It's not killing anybody.
I don't even like club soda out of a can. All I drink usually is sparkling water. I try to drink sparkling
Small
water.
bottle?
And no, I don't drink it out of bottles.
Really?
I don't. No, I try.
big question here. Is there a difference between sparkling water and club soda?
Yes.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What is it?
Minerals.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Minerals.
Are you kidding me?
No.
This is blowing my world has been turned upside down. So when I say can I have a seltzer, or when I say can I have a club soda, they're not going to bring me the same thing?
No.
I'm not talking tonic water.
If you ask for seltzer, you'll get seltzer.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ask for club soda,
Hopefully.
you'll get
Yeah,
club
club
soda.
soda.
What's
the
club
same
soda?
button on
Right.
the little thingy. You know what I'm talking about?
Put it on the
Remote.
poll at LeBatard Show. Is seltzer the same thing as club soda? Because I thought the same thing that you did. You're not alone here, Charlotte. Amin is looking
Dan.
like a real expert on this, but I believe he's bluffing. I don't believe he knows.
What's that supposed to
I
do?
believe
He's right.
I'm
Look it up.
I'm calling your bluff. Look, this is a poker game right here. Everyone is backed off. Let's see. Hold on a second.
Look it up.
Okay.
I'm standing strong with Amin.
Let's
I mean,
see.
Thank you.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but I used to work at a restaurant, and I'm realizing I definitely did not give people what they asked for. If Amin is telling the truth right now.
Oh my God. You people.
Amin is right.
There it is.
Amin is right.
Yeah.
There are minerals in one and not in the other.
Oh my God.
Let that be a lesson for you.
I fold.